Alright guys, time for portfolio update. If you are new in this channel, just for a quick intro, in this channel we show how our portfolio is performing. This is our live portfolio. You can see on the screen every single month we are going to put the money in the stock, and with 1 month delay we update you which stock we are buying and how exactly our portfolio has been performing. You see a lot of video where YouTubers come on the channel and then they talk about the big discounted stock that you can buy or any multi-bagger stock that you can buy that will give a very high return. In this channel we do not do such things. What we do, we show you what we are doing. We would like to show you how exactly we are building our portfolio, and over the long term, how does the wealth creation journey looks like. It is a simple game but not easy because it is full of ups and downs. So necessarily you are watching a video of wealth creation live. Without having any further delay, let us start. Now guys, before you start, if you are already our existing subscriber, you probably know that the sheet that you are currently watching, this is already available online. You can access it anytime, and this sheet updated as per the current market price whenever you are watching. So this is a live portfolio tracking sheet. You can access it for free. The link is in the description box. You can check at any time. Now let us talk about the transaction that we have made in last month. As you probably know, every single month, the first trading day of the month, we buy a stock, and the same thing has happened in the last month, but instead of one stock, we bought two stocks. The name of the two stocks, Asian Paints, we have bought 5 units at an average price of 3056 rupees, and HDFC Bank, 5 units at an average price of 1375 rupees. With that, we have made the investment in last month. You can see here 22,155. In this sheet, you get to see the entire details every single month, how much money you have invested, and in this transaction sheet, you will be able to see how many units we have bought and what is the average price. This is the maximum transparency that you can get, and that's what we are trying to aim for. Now let us talk about the overall portfolio. As you have already seen how many transactions that you have made, now let us talk about the overall portfolio. In total, we are having 11 stocks in our portfolio. All the details you get to see here. Altogether, we have made investment of 4,89,000 rupees, and the current valuation when we are recording this video, it is 5,21,000 approximately. With that, we have a gain of 31,472 rupees with 6.4% portfolio change. Now, instead of investing in all those stocks that you have seen, if you would have made invested in Nifty 50, the portfolio of Nifty 50 could have changed 12.5%. That is benchmark return. Now, our portfolio has performed 6.4% and the Nifty 50 benchmark is 12.5%. So you can see there is a little bit of underperformance, and quantitatively that is alpha. So as of now, alpha is 6.4. Now guys, the return that you see, this is an absolute return. We are not considering the dividend. From next month onwards, since the dividend is accumulating, we will put the dividend in our returns. That will increase the portfolio return probably by 1%. That is the story for the next month. Yes, every single month we are going to give you update how is this portfolio performing. So if you're interested to see the live portfolio completely transparently, do consider subscribing to our channel. Now what you see here, the total details of the entire summary of portfolio. For example, if you see, we have 11 stocks in our portfolio starting from PI Industries, DV Slab, Asian Paint, Kotak Mahindra Bank, Pidilite, HDFC Bank, Nestle India, and then Abbott India, Relaxo, Dr. Lalpath, and very recently we added Navin Fluorine in the month of February. If you see for each stock how many units we have and what is the average purchase price, and after that we have made the purchase, how much appreciation or reduction has happened in the share price, that also you can see. As of now, in terms of the valuation, if we see the allocation, PI Industries is having 14% allocation, followed by DV Slab and then Asian Paint. Since we have added some units of Asian Paint in the last month, the allocation of Asian Paint has inched up a little bit. Now it is in top 5 allocation of our portfolio. Obviously, when we will add more money into our probably existing stock, the portfolio allocation will change and we will give you update on that. The total allocation picture, you get to see the entire details, how exactly each stock has been allocated, and there is going to be a continuous change until we completely develop our portfolio, which we believe it will happen in the year of 2025. Long way to go. Yes, long way to go to build this portfolio. And if you're already our existing subscriber, you probably know that this is a long-term portfolio. We rarely try to sell and move to any big new ideas. Our specialty of this portfolio is we are very inactive. We do not do much trading in our portfolio. It's a long-term buy and hold strategy. And the portfolio objective that we have set is to beat our benchmark by 15 to 20% with lower volatility, which is measured by the beta. As of now, you can see alpha is negative and the beta is still lower than 1, which gives a little bit of comfort. Hopefully with more time, this portfolio will turn out to be a good one, because the stock that we are owning, this is a collection of all high quality stock, and we expect this portfolio to do well because all the companies in our portfolio are having a very high free cash flow, and every single year the free cash flow are really growing at a rapid pace. There is one more reason that we think the portfolio will do probably pretty well, because most of the companies in the stock market, they are very much dependent on the market cycle. The company that we are owning, they are less dependent on the market cycle. Let me explain this. Let's say there will be a lot of companies who will be borrowing money to do the capital expenditure, which will earn more and more monies in future, right? Now, when a company is borrowing money, what happens is they need to pay a certain amount of interest to the bank, and this interest of the bank is basically decided on which cycle of the capital expenditure phase you are staying. We get to hear a lot of noise about the interest rate hike. When the interest rate is low, what happens? There are many companies who will be borrowing at a very low interest cost, and then they can invest and can earn money. If a company is completely relying on this type of debt, borrowing at a lower cost, there are many companies who will be growing at a very fast pace. But when the interest rate goes up, which is probably the case right now, we get to hear so much of news about the Fed interest rate hike. So on that front, what can happen is globally the interest rate may go also up to control the inflation. And in that case, what will happen? The cheap money will not be available for those companies to borrow and then invest. So when the interest rate goes up, there will be a lot of companies who will not be able to borrow at a cheaper price. They have to pay a lot more interest. Obviously, they will not make proportional profit growth. But the company that we are owning, they are doing the capital expenditure from their operating cash flows. Still, they are having positive free cash flow. So interest rate hike or any other type of inflationary condition, these are the companies who are expected to do very well in the long term. When there will be a bull market, it may happen that our portfolio may not be giving market beating alpha, but in a down cycle, this portfolio will stand much higher, simply because most of the company that you see on our portfolio, these are not discretionary item seller. These are the company who sell essential service, which is very much important and not dependent on high demand scenario. When you are watching this video, this is already April, and for this April we have already made investment for which we will make video and publish it next month. If you want to watch that, do subscribe on our channel, and if you want to stay connected with us, you can join in our Telegram group where we are having members more than 2000. There are a lot of important discussion happening which probably you will treasure if you are a long-term investor. The link is in the description box. That's all for today. We'll catch you very soon. Until then, take care. Bye.